Before the colonization appeared, people were practicing, were leading fires. This has been happening for thousands of years, and this knowledge and this practices still exist. Cultural burning begins with when to burn and how to burn.
So I'm gonna light them up this area during like this time, Wali, which is August, September. We have to be careful because this red flower indicate fire will be really hot during midday. Make this burn and then bring them back and then get them fire from here. We believe that every year country has to burn. That's our law. Fire understand us and we understand this fire.
So the important thing in regards to cultural burning and the rules is that this is sacred. The canopy is sacred. You can't burn the canopy. We're only here to burn the grass. And there's areas in country that we don't burn and to allow for those animals to go.
I started playing with fire when I was 5. Well, my grandfather, my father, I was watching them and they were doing it safety for myself, for them, also for protecting some tree that have fruit. I know my country. I know all the plants, what I'm flowering, what I'm telling me. I know all the wind direction. When I grow up, I started to hear a big word like for hunting word and ceremony language. Fire, it can be just like handling reptile, like a giant snake. We're playing too much with tail part. This snake will come back and kill us. We gotta be master, knowing how him behave, creeping slowly, that sun him go up, fire him speed up, wind him speed up, and then as soon as him afternoon, that fire him slow down, there's still plenty of grass there. Slowly him crawl and then him sleep, him go out and then start off in the morning. This is like a cool fire. The normal soil still there. Him didn't burn through, him still green. Long time ago, we had big mob old people living this area. If we manage fire B way or Yulmo way, we are doing right thing, cleansing all the spirit for our family to return and do hunting and gathering. Like new generation now, the knowledge nearly lost, and our elders, they wanted to bring back this fire management through doing good partner with scientists and government.
Across the globe, fire is a big issue when it comes to climate change. There has always been fire in this system and it will burn at some stage. From a science background, in terms of hot destructive fires are not good. The smart thing to do is to manage the landscape as it was once managed before and actually try to control the fire and implement a program that is beneficial for you, the wildlife and everything.
In Australia, Indigenous people have set up carbon farming projects.
So slowly through our partners, working with scientists and getting all the ranger group to earn money from this carbon program that we want to bring back our tradition and keep sharing with other Indigenous people.
Carbon farming means managing vegetation to increase carbon storage. Through their deep knowledge and understanding of land management, Aboriginal people use savanna burning to manage emissions. Not only does it benefit the environment, it creates income, as they can on-sell the emission reductions to industries which need to offset their pollution.
People that undertake these carbon projects reduce emissions by about 30%. When you're talking about the savannas in Australia being 1.3 million kilometres squared, we're talking big areas, we're talking large fires, so the numbers do add up quite quick.
The burns are a delicate act, balancing between burning too little and not preventing devastating late-season wildfires, and burning too much that will devastate your earnings and the environment. A sustainable Aboriginal carbon industry delivers several benefits, such as slowing climate change, creating income for communities, and helping First Nation people manage traditional lands and waters.
Yeah, it's untouched area. Only me, my family, my mother, my sister, my brothers, my niece, nephew, we go and use this area. We still do our own tradition. We are practicing now, this new generation. We are eye and ears. We've got our monitoring tools in our system. That's where people connect to the land.
Our knowledge, this is very, very important tools that we need to keep using. Our knowledge is based in our mind, are not being written on a book. We're burning this country for thousands of years and never knew of what's been happening up in the atmosphere. Indigenous people never knew about the carbon. This knowledge has been here and still here. It's not gone yet.
Burning is always going to be a big part of the environment in Australia and other places and throughout the world too. Combining the Western science with traditional knowledge, there is a pathway there, but we have to work together to do that.
Having now worked with the Indigenous rangers up here for the last few years, I've learned a hell of a lot about keeping the fires smaller, more spasmodic, mosaic burning, and cool, gentle burns.
Cultural burning is not the only answer, it is part of the answer. That there's some country that hasn't been burnt for years, 30 to 50, maybe even longer. And in some of those areas in southern Australia where those big fires went through, those fires were burning country that hadn't been burnt for a long, long time.
Everybody needs to come together. Government, Indigenous people, and talking about the best way of working for the future generations.
We are traditional people. Let's come together and be Mala as a group, hold our hand together and stand up really strong.